Hello, my beautiful Sagittariuses. Thank you so much for finding your way to my channel. My name is Dawn. This is Dawn Williams Tarot. I am creating this reading for the Sun, Moon, and Rising in Sagittarius. So if you have those in your placements, this reading is more than likely for you. However, as this is a general reading, it could very well be that some of the messages will not resonate, but my feeling is that there is something in here for everyone. So I hope that you'll listen to the end. I am planning to give you some messages from Spirit about the month of December. Then I'm going to give you an oracle card from a deck called Happy-ish. It's a new deck for me. It's really interesting because it's kind of a little offbeat, so you kind of have to really think about the messages. Then I'm going to do your Celtic Cross just to give you an idea of what the energies are, the things that you're going to be tapping into for the month of December. And then at the very end, I'm going to pull some Archangel Power tarot cards for you at the end. And those will be your final messages, as well as some of those messages may be new, and then some of them may also be clarifying what some of the messages were in the reading. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would join our community. Please like and subscribe. If you're returning, please like the video. If you could just reach up there. It's so easy for you to do this for me. I've been stuck at this kind of level on YouTube for a while, and I'm really trying to grow. The goal is to get to 1,000 people, because then I can be monetized, which will allow me to start making money off of these videos. And I give all of this to you for free, so it's really easy for you to benefit. But I would really appreciate it if you could then in return help me out by liking and subscribing. So thank you for that. Okay, so I'm recording this on November the 25th. So this is Saturday, November the 25th. On Monday, November the 27th, which we're already tapping into this energy right now, we're building up to this full moon that's coming up on Monday. This full moon is in Gemini. And it's got some interesting aspects, some adverse aspects for some signs. Gemini rules day-to-day activities as well as our communication space. So communication could be letters. It could be just us verbally speaking. It could be glitches that happen on the internet or with social media or those types of things. It could very well be that these aspects that are coming in, one of the things that Spirit has shared with me, that the best practice would be, if you are delivering a message of some kind to someone and you really want them to hear the message, make sure that you slow them down, look in their eyes, and speak to them through your heart, right? Because then there can be no misunderstanding. And this is a time where there is a lot of wonky stuff happening. So, it would just be best if you, tried that as an option. The other thing that this full moon is doing is it's really working on cleansing, releasing, and illuminating. As you know, there's a lot of information that's being surfaced about so many areas on the planet. Some of the stuff that has been hidden from us for ages. Some of the way that the world is operating has been outside of the people that elect our officials have been aware of. So there's like this two-tier level of existence, and then you've got the elites on top of that. So there's going to be a lot more stuff coming through. So just make sure that you ground yourself. Don't make snap judgments. Allow yourself to feel things for a while. And the one thing that I will share is we are now out of that Scorpio season. And so we're, finishing up that energy, and we are now in the Sagittarius energy. The Sagittarius energy is a much easier energy for us to work through. It is a fire sign. It is your sign, actually. It is a fire energy. It's going to feel better. It's going to feel lighter. It is ruled by Jupiter, which is a planet that is more beneficial to us as people on the planet, because it works with us instead of against us, like some of the other planets do. So some of the aspects of this energy is higher learning, teaching and guiding, luck, opportunities, expansion, travel, and that makes sense since we're in December. A lot of people will travel for Christmas, right? Our belief systems, expanded awareness, philosophy, spirituality. It really does talk about spiritual concepts and the spiritual laws. Our higher consciousness. When I think of Sagittarius, I think of an energy that is quite open. It is quite fiery. It's very inspirational. There's a lot of passion involved. So it's quite expansive, just the energy itself. And I feel as though you as Sagittarius are going to feel it the most since it's in your sign. It's going to be an expansion for you, but I think it's going to be an expansion for you that is not a difficult expansion process, because it's in your sign and this is how you operate normally anyway. Some of the things that Spirit had told me, that when you feel that you're getting yourself out of balance, or you're feeling overwhelmed, or you're feeling like you need a timeout or you need a break, or you can't take a nap, right? Can't take a nap, can't lay down. One of the things that you can do is you can listen to music. Now, this is not, top 40. This is not heavy metal. This is not rock and roll music. This is music that talks to your frequency, to your vibration, right? Because we all vibrate at various frequencies, and that frequency changes all through the day, depending on what we're working through. So you might want to listen to chanting. You might want to listen to toning, sound music. You could listen to solfeggio, which is, all of the music that's played at certain hertz. And if you think about it, those all resonate at various integral parts of our physical systems, and it does help us with healing, integration. It also helps us with activating our DNA. There's a whole bunch of things that happens when you listen to frequencies that is more in attunement and alignment with your spiritual side than with what you normally would listen to, because it's the type of music that you like, right? So those are just suggestions. You don't have to do any of that. But that's what the guidance I was given. So of course, that's what I'm sharing with you. Okay, so now we're going to start your reading portion. I know more messages will come through as I work through the month of December. It feels as though they give me a little bit at the beginning, and then they lay more and more on as each week that I'm working through the month. So our card for you is the blue card, and it says the future is. The future is whatever it will be. Ugh, annoying. Emotional time travel is so tempting, but you cannot influence the outcome with your worrying. You cannot pre-feel your feelings to inoculate yourself from future pain. Some things can only be handled by future you. Trust them to take care of it. Okay, there we go. Interesting message that may settle in, and it may make sense to you later on. Okay, so here's my deck. I've shuffled and shuffled, and you can see I'm going to split the deck, and I'm just going to go ahead and start. So I'm going to lay out the cards, and then I'm going to tell you, let's see, so the Temperance and the Wheel, Queen, and the Wands. You definitely are Wands energy. Ooh. Lovely. Okay, Sagittarius. So the cards that are in the very center of your reading are the ones that are going to be the most prominent for the month. And the card that is representing you at this time and your energy for this month is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is one of those cards where, so sevens in tarot typically have to do with trying to gain some type of experience. Either gaining experience, utilizing experience. This would be around finances. This would be around your career. This would be around your home. It could be even around healing, right? Or health. Excuse me. If you look at this guy, he has planted these pentacles and they are growing, and he's leaning against his rake or his hoe or whatever this utensil is, or this staff is that he's got. And he's really wondering if all that hard work was worth it. So I feel like you're going to be doing some evaluating this month as to your career space. Is it worth staying where you're at? It's kind of like you're going to be looking at what happens if I go? Will my life improve? Or should I stay because I have longevity, right? I've been in this place for X amount of years and I've moved my way up the ranks. But there's also a boredom involved. And there's also this feeling of it's just not enough, right? There's this feeling of, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth for me to stay? Or do I want to be adventurous and bold and go try something new? And that's kind of this situation right here. So this is the stuff that you're evaluating right now is the juice worth the squeeze? Is the work worth the reward? It's kind of what this is. What is helping and hindering you at this time is this Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of needing to make decisions. The thing about her, as you can see, she's sitting on this bench here. She has her arms crossed over her body and she has a blindfold on, right? She is deciding, she's making decisions. Do I go left or do I go right? Is it black or is it white? And it's kind of one of those energies that is saying that she's very limited in her thinking. And this card is saying you need to look outside the box. You need to think of ulterior or alternate conclusions, because there's more than just A and B. There's A, B, C, D, E, and F, G, right? So don't box yourself in. The other thing about this card, as you can see, is the swords do have to do with the way that we think, or the way that we express and communicate, the way that we come to decisions of things. And it isn't always just black and white, right? There's gray, there's color, there's red, there's gold, there's orange, there's yellow, like there's all this stuff in between. And that's what this card is saying. Go beyond your limited thinking. Think outside the box for whatever it is that you're making these decisions on. As this is crossing over this pentacles, could very well be is, do I want to accept this offer for a job, or do I want to accept that offer for a job? And is it A and B or C and D? So what Spirit always says, and I say this in my readings a lot, is when you're in this place and you have to decide yes or no, or red or green, or black or white, or this or that, to then check in with your physical body. If you ask yourself, is this the direction that you should go? And if your gut says, my gut's telling me I need to go there, check in with your heart. If your heart is in alignment and says, yes, this is the direction I really want to go, then you can think about it logically, right? Because your gut never lets you down. Your gut is your sensation to the outside world. It is what protects you in many cases. Like that's your fight or flight right down there, right? Your gut tells you whether or not you are safe, or whether or not you should be cautious, or whether or not you're in danger, those types of things. So when you get to this point where you have to make a decision, you might want to check with all three. And if all three are in alignment, then go in the direction that makes the most sense to you. But Spirit always says the best course of action is the action that takes you to the place where brings you the most love. So that could either be you love your job, you feel really good about yourself, loving yourself. I'm gonna treat myself by giving me this new opportunity that's really going to make me stretch as an individual to really see what can I do and what is it that really scares me. And a lot of times the things that really scare you is the thing that really makes you grow the most. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Okay. As you move through the month. So what is going on in terms of what your thoughts are is right now you have this Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles, if you look at the guy, again, he's got his heart crossed with this pentacle. So basically, a lot of times when I see this card specifically, I always think, oh, he's putting money before his heart. It's not always the case, but it's kind of the way when I first saw this card, that's what I thought of, was that, oh, he loves money more than anything else. That isn't always the case, but that is sometimes the case. So have that awareness, right? The other thing is this is looking for financial stability. It could very well be that maybe you are in a place where you have been overspending, or maybe you've been in a place where you had some big item that, you had to replace. Like, let's say you had to replace your dishwasher, or you had to buy a new car or something like that, right? That is going to now put you into this financial pinch for a little bit. It's going to make you stretch financially. It's going to make you worry a little bit. So you may be hanging on to your pocket a little bit more. The thing about this card that I want you to recognize, though, is that there is gold on the card. And typically when you see that gold, it is a good omen. It does mean that it's positive for you. It does mean that you're going to be financially okay. The other thing that this is saying is if you're feeling as though you want to hang on to that money, realize that by hanging on to it is an energetic response. If you are feeling as though, oh, you don't have enough money, and you're projecting that energy out there, then things are going to come in that's going to take more of that money away. So you all have to think about how it works, not only what you're projecting if you have this fear about the whole money situation, or that you feel as though you're not financially stable, right? Or that there's not enough. That's already a vibration of lack. So my suggestion would be just recognize that, okay, so maybe you don't go all out this Christmas because maybe you just can't afford it, right? And just make the best of it that you can. And the thing is once you let go of that fear, once you let that energy go of, I don't have enough, or I really have to, there's that fear of lack. Once you let that go, then that releases and more comes in. Okay, so that's just the way that the whole system works, really. It's been my experience as well. So what is supporting you? The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is our emotionally stable queen. She, as you can see, focuses on that big, huge cup that is right there that she's hanging on to. She operates from a place of operating from her heart. If it feels good in her heart and she feels love, that's where her energy is. That's where she's going to focus her energy. And if you look, she does have all these choppy waters, all this flowing water around her, which is all about abundance. It's about stability. It's about, prosperity, all kinds of good things is a result of this water here. And if you look at her, she's very calm. She's very collected. She's very immersed in this energy, and she's quite content being there in that energy. The thing about the Queen is she's very patient. She's very understanding. She's emotionally stable. She would be a good friend. She holds her secrets. She doesn't, gossip and those types of things. So this could very well be you. You might be moving into this energy this month, and you might be working and operating from this heart-centered queen space. The other thing about this is if it isn't representing you yourself, it's representing someone close to you or someone that you will be working with, okay? So this is somebody that's coming in that's going to be an emotionally, no, a financially stable individual for you, okay? This person's financially stable. Maybe it's going to be somebody that's going to come in and tell you how to, how to utilize something that you're looking for, like looking at it from a place of emotional stability. This could also be a very good friend, could be your mom, could be anybody, right, that this energy is representing for you. Now, in your past is the Chariot card. This is the, do we have another one? Yes. This is the first major arcana that we've come into. This is in your past position. So this card is a card of action, and it's a card of moving forward, progressing. This is a card where if you look at this gentleman who's on this chariot, it's fast moving energy, right? And he's got this black, I don't know what that is, looks like a lion. Well, it's supposed to be like an Egyptian lion or something. So he's got the black and he's got the white. And if you look, he doesn't even have reins. So he's trusting that the universe is going to take him where he needs to go. And that's kind of the energy that I feel here. He's leaving behind everything that he knows because he wants to go out into the world and he wants to experience new things. And I feel like this is that energy that you have been working through, maybe for a while, and you may continue to work through that energy through the end of the year. But what's coming in very close to today, meaning that it's going to be either a week or the next 2 weeks, is this Four of Wands energy. And this is a celebratory energy. This is an accomplishment. As you can see, again, it's another gold card. This does represent potential marriage. It also represents celebrating some type of a milestone. So it could very well be that you're graduating, maybe you've gotten a new job and you're celebrating the fact that you're moving on to a better opportunity. It could be that you are graduating from some kind of a school or some kind of something that you're going to celebrate with family. And this could also represent celebrating the holidays with people that you love. So celebrations are in order. They're coming in for you to be able to enjoy, because this is a card of happiness and joy and celebrations and all the good things. And the other thing you have to do is walk right through there, and there's this whole party going on back there. So enjoy that space, Sagittarius. Okay, the next card in our lineup has to do with your long-term energy. And it's a beautiful card, Sagittarius. It is the card of the Sun. To me, the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. It is also your yes card. So if you have been asking for something and you have been wanting something, this card is telling you yes, yes, yes. This card is a card of abundance. It's a card of healing. It's a card of nurturing. The sun is shining down on you. The sun is shining on your life, right? So it's a card of joy and happiness and fulfillment and warmth and all things beautiful, really. I love this card. It's a major arcana. I feel as though this energy is going to be working with you for the next couple of months, I would say. And I just noticed, every once in a while these things pop up. But it kind of does one of these for us here. We start off with this energy of feeling as though you're looking for financial stability, right? So you have this 4, and then you have this 4 that represents celebrations. And then you have this Sun card, which is shining its light on the whole picture. It's shining its light on your whole life experience right now. So this month is going to be a beautiful month for you. Your next card has to do with what is external influences for you, and you have got this 9 of Pentacles. If you are going for a job, if you are looking for a new role opportunity, it looks as though there will be blessings of more money coming in. So this could either be, maybe you are waiting for some type of a bonus, or maybe you are being offered another job that you're going to be paid more money, or it could be that you know, you have got something that's going to come in and give you this additional money. Okay, and it does create. And the other thing about this is it does have this gold up here, so it is a blessing card. It is divinely guided, right? That this energy is here. And if you look at her, she's quite comfortable. She has an opulent life. She has a beautiful home. The other thing about her is that she is very unique in her skill set. And the reason why I say that is because if you can see on the card, she's by this gate right here, or this fence right here that is, these are actually grapevines. And these are big bunches of grapes. And the symbology behind that is that grapes are difficult to grow. It takes like a certain area of to be able to grow grapes well. And the other part of it is they require a lot of care. Like they require just the right amount of sun, just the right amount of you know, temperature. They require just the right amount of water, you know, to make perfect grapes, especially if you're going to be making some kind of a wine, right? So what that is saying is that you have a very unique skill set that you bring to the table, and to recognize that you have that skill set, and to recognize that you are unique in your gifts that you give to others. The next card that you have, which makes a lot of sense to me, this is your future feelings. And this has to do with the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is a nostalgic card. So as we're going into Christmas season or the holiday season, a lot of us will look back at our previous holidays and compare. Like, oh, I remember when I was a kid, right? So when you get together with your families, you know, you sit down and you talk about when you were kids, and when you were, what Christmas meant to you growing up as kids. And do you remember this time? And do you remember that time? And, you know, that kind of thing. This 6 of Cups is a very sweet card. It could very well mean that you've got people from your past that are going to show up, and that you're going to get together with during the holiday season. It could be people from your past, but it also could just mean people from your family that you haven't seen in a while. Okay, that's a fun card. It really is. It's a fun card, because you know, you have all this celebratory information happening here. So I feel as though your December is going to be a beautiful December. Your final card is the King of Cups. Again, this is the divine counterpart of the Queen. So both of you are here. This could very well mean this is you and your significant other. Either this is you or this is you, which however it goes. But what this is again, this is a gentleman who is very grounded in his ability to, you know, feel through the world. Like he's an emotionally stable individual. This is a person that has a lot of knowledge. is a very good mentor. This person is a very good researcher, all of those things. And if you look, it's interesting how they depict because it is waters, right? This is the water signs. But he's got very choppy waters around him too, and he's quite comfortable in his chair there. As long as you keep his cup full, he'll be fine. That's funny. So that could either be somebody that represents someone you know that you're going to be closely associated with. It could very well be your new boss, if you're looking for a job. Could very well be a family relation that's going to come in and is going to make your celebrations quite merry and bright. He's not Santa Claus, though, because there's only one Santa Claus. Okay, here we go. Your reading looks great, by the way. I'm really happy with your reading. It looks very upbeat. It looks like you're really going to tap into some beautiful energy. The only thing here is you're going to have decisions to make in terms of, is the juice worth the squeeze? Do you want to stay where you're at, or do you want to move forward in your projects, in your career space, something along those lines? So now we're going to pull from the Archangel Power Tarot deck. As you can see, it's a big deck. My hand, they don't fit in my hands. So I have to really work to shuffle these cards. But what I am going to do is, so that you can see, I'm going to split the deck. I am going to take the top card and the bottom card, and I'm going to split the deck one more time. I take the top card and I take the bottom card. Okay, now I'm going to read them just as I pulled them. So your first card is the Seven of Michael. So this is Archangel Michael, and he says, there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So that's Archangel Michael. And this is, like, if you were going to look at these decks similar to the Rider-Waite, this is the card that's in the very center, which is the Seven of Pentacles. And he represents Pentacles. So this is your Seven of Michael Pentacles. And he is saying, there's a better course of action available to you. Working alone might not be the best answer, especially for those of you who do work alone. How many of you carry your jobs? Okay, Seven of Michael. Then we had Eight of Michael. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. That could be job too, right? Not seeing things clearly. That could actually be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be a job space, but those are the things that I was thinking of at the time that I was pulling the cards. But it could affect anything, broader than just my little range of vision here. Your next card is the Three of Gabriel. And this card says, prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So again, I feel like this could really be tapping into this job thing. It really could be. So it's telling you to take action, right? Move forward, take action. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So that's good. That's lovely. And then your final card is the Leap of Faith. Okay, you guys, I'm not making this up. You saw me pull these. This is Archangel Metatron. So he's my favorite. Well, I can't say that because then it feels like, I love them all, but I work closest with Archangel Metatron. Believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. That sums up this whole reading beautifully. I couldn't have said it better myself. So thank you, Archangel Metatron, who I did call in to help me with this reading. So, thank you. Okay, Sagittarius, this looks amazing. Once we get through this full moon, I think we should be okay, because then we'll be sliding right into December, into your month. Happy birthday to all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe if you're new. And if you're old and been here for a while, please click the like. I know it just one little click, but it really does help, because it does send out my message, and I would really love to continue to grow. Thank you so much. Be good to yourself, and I will see you on the next round of readings, and have a beautiful month. Cheers.